Today I want to break you out of the destructive artist archetype. Let's get it.
Yeah. I'm inspired. I'm inspired.
Hey there guys, how's it going? My name is Sumet Chatterjee from the Flow Zone Academy, and I'm a flow state coach, which means that I help you feel better and perform better. So we're delving into today the concept, or the construct, you could say, societal construct of the destructive artist, the starving artist, the artist that can never make it, the washed up celebrity, whatever it is, right? This kind of evolves on itself, these concepts and these ideas and tropes. Fair warning, if you are an artist or a creator, make sure you don't fall into this frame, because it is a frame. It's a frame of reality. You're envisioning the world as something bad, you're fighting against authority. I've been there before, bro. I understand what it's like to go through this. You have this impulsive behavior. Now, what does that impulsivity really show? That you're comfortable in the chaos. Okay? That you're actually advantageous in the chaos. So don't for a second think that just because I'm impulsive, oh, that's a bad thing. No, it means that you're also a fast decision maker. Right? But sometimes you don't think it over in that moment. So the main skill for you to practice as an artist is mindfulness, full stop. Mindfulness. Why am I feeling what I'm feeling? How am I feeling it? What are my sensations? If you're cutting yourself off from these as an artist, you're gonna get deep into apathy. Or very, very overwhelmed by your own pride and your own ego. Right? You see these artists, it's like they're holding up their ego like it's some kind of fragile object, right? They're not letting themselves truly embody and just be who they truly are. They always have to constantly be on edge, like, oh, cameras are watching me, right? So this creates this paranoia, whereas we need more of a pronoia. One of my favorite words, actually. Pronoia is that the universe is conspiring in your favor. So don't get trapped by this role. It's like you're assigned this role, and you need to detach from that role now. You need to release that role energetically. I can do that for you. I have the ability to do that for you, or you can ask many other practitioners to help you out with this. If you have writer's block or a creative block, you also have a sexual block. Give me a thumbs up if you agree with this. Some sort of block of sexuality. Why? Because your creative energy is your sexual energy. Primarily, I've been starting to do these exercises called Kalari Sutra, and they are originally for erectile issues. However, once you engage the sacrum, basically it's the sacral chakra, right? Once you engage that pelvic floor, use those pelvic floor muscles, what you're doing is you're adding more ability for your body to hold sexual and creative energy. So through that, I'll be able to create and out-create everybody, all my opponents. And you think I'm saying opponents like there's actual opponents. Yes, there are quite some actual opponents. However, I'm talking also about my fight against anxiety, my fight against inauthenticity in this coaching culture. This is what is really going to evolve your character. If you can ultimately realize that you don't need to buy into that conformist idea of the starving artist, that you can actually make money through your art, right? Now, I'm not the guy to help you with your NFTs or whatever, right? But I am here to tell you that you have a war against resistance. The war of art, Steven Pressfield says, right? It's a fight to the finish. As an artist, you're going to have to drop your ego. You're going to have this ability to scrap your ideas, okay? You know those old cartoons where they're like, all these people are drawing and they're like thousands of crumped up balls of paper behind them or whatever, like the writer or the poet. Sometimes it is like that. However, it doesn't always have to be like that, right? Sometimes you just sit down, one idea comes out in that one moment, but you have to allow that energy to come through. And if you're blocked in your sacral chakra, if you're blocked in your creativity, you can't access that. And so you're trying to sabotage yourself with all these other things just to feel something, right? So some artists get to this point where they feel numb, and so they need extra stimulants to make them feel something. They're disconnected with their feeling, and they know deep inside that their feeling is going to help them create better art. Is this always true? It depends. It's how you're using your expression. You can get sad and sad and sad and sad, but if you're not using that sadness, you're gonna stay sad. So some artists choose to be transmuters. They allow themselves to embrace the sadness and make it come out through a song, so they can share their story with others. They feel, internally and externally validated, and it fuses the loop closed on one project. Now, some of you guys, you don't have an ability to even finish any projects. You start projects all the time. A lot of artists, they need to practice closing the loop. Start one project and finish it. Like, just push through. That resilience is going to be very important, because the destructive artist otherwise is, well, it's in the term, right? Destructive. They're destroying themselves and they're destroying the people around them. But if you look at the goddess of destruction, or even the god of destruction, right? Shiva or Kali, you start to notice that there is this energy of rebirth associated with the artist. So just because they're destroying something, something way better can take its place. Why does it necessarily have to be a bad thing that you lost something? What are the gifts waiting for you around the corner because of this loss? Because that's the pendulum of the universe. Now you might be saying, no, I've been crushed down, crushed down, crushed down, crushed down. No, that's mental, my friend. You're stuck in a mental pattern. You have to break out of that mental pattern for things to start getting better. The hope, the love, the prosperity, the gratitude, the abundance. If you're not tapping into that, you're going to stay where you are. And you're going to stay in that victim mode as well. Oh, let me blame the government. Let me blame other people, okay? Listen, man, I've been there. I know what it's like. It sucks. But you can't keep justifying bad decisions based on bad behaviors, because it comes from, first of all, the bad thoughts. You want to be the scapegoat. You want to be like, oh, yeah, it wasn't my fault. I didn't do it. Right? Whereas you should be more like Urkel. Did I do that? Right? I mean, come on. This is the energy of evolution. Okay? Hold on one second. I got probably an Amazon package or something. Yeah, guys, I was correct. So, in a sense, what was I going to say, man? Oh, yeah. So you want to go from the destructive artist to the constructive artist. The one who collaborates with other artists. The one who lives with an open heart and an open mind. That does not mean that he does not set boundaries and lives in his own sovereign psychic palace. There's no reason why you shouldn't own the fact that you're an artist. But don't be pretentious about it. Art is just an expression of you, remember. Your artwork is just an expression of you. Your content is just an expression of you. So don't get butthurt when people don't give you the recognition for it. They're not rejecting you. They're rejecting a certain expression of you. Yes, I'm a songbird that will continue on singing. And the cats may crawl and meow. I know I've mentioned this analogy many times, but it's so true, right? Crawl and meow. But they can't reach you. They can't reach you because you're elevated. Because you hold yourself to a specific artistic standard. Okay? This is not just to all the artists. I mean, the creatives, the influencers, the journalists, whatever you do, man. If you're embodying flow state from that level, you're untouchable. You're not easily replicable. People can't copy you because you're so unique in every moment. You're so spontaneous in every moment. You're unpredictable. You are an enigma. And that is the true nature of the artist, is they can't understand you. They weren't meant to understand you. Your work is years ahead into the future. Keep doing what you're doing. You will be respected. The throne shall be yours. Let's get it. Upward spiral game. May we never be the same again. May the flow be with you and stay. legendary. Let's get it today, Upward Spiral Gang. You already know, hit that subscribe button.